It's in front of the helmet.
I was like, what did I do? I left it
Come on. Oh, come on.
I just got wet. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Will you be my Valentine? Welcome to Geek Den. I'm Josh from the Bat.
I'm Dark Knight Richie.
It's that name we do it, so yeah, this will probably go up on Valentine's Day. We shoot these on Fridays, but I tried. Last week I got up on a Saturday. This week I'm totally gonna do the same thing because it's Valentine's Day. This is our Valentine's Day episode.
Valentine's Day episode.
Right? High five to Valentine's Day, whatever that is. So you got your girl some good stuff.
I got her some good stuff.
Got her some good stuff. He did. He told me he went all out. He went like the cheesy all out awesome way.
Yeah, except for that one fuck up, but that's not much.
Right. Shit happens. That's good. So I did okay. Whatever.
You told me what you got.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool. She's gonna love it. It doesn't matter.
I was gonna do the same, and I'm like, I don't want to go.
So what are you kind of hoping to get? Like the little reasonable thing that you're like, oh, maybe she'll give you something cool.
I kind of already know what I'm getting.
Oh wait, you was spoiled for you.
Yeah.
So what are you getting?
I'm getting Majora's Mask for the 3DS.
What? That is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That is actually really cool. Because that's an incredible game.
Yeah.
The game's so good. Now it's on 3DS. You probably sure looks. Really
the graphics look way.
Is it
better.
really good?
I never played the
They
original.
really good. You didn't play the original?
No, it's the one Zelda game.
Amazing.
Well, not the one.
Amazing. So hard, but so good.
164 Zelda game I didn't play, and that was it. I don't know. So I'm getting that.
That's awesome.
And I don't think I'll probably get some fucking candy. What
What
about you? What do you hope to get?
I want Legos or a pop figure. I'm easy.
Like,
Legos or a pop figure.
there is the 75th anniversary Batman Valentine's Day special.
What?
It's Batman, and he's in the pink suit.
Oh yeah, that's part of the collection.
Yeah, because it's actually
doing the rainbow.
It's a rainbow. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for ruining that one on me.
Yeah, they're doing the rainbow collection. There's a lot of them. I can't get them all. It sucks. There's so many of them. They're all different colors, and I want every single one.
Yeah.
Little pop figures. I'm happy they just announced they're doing Harry Potter pop figures. Finally, it took them long enough. Sons of bitches. Thank you. Thank you.
and then they're also, speaking of pop figures, they're re-releasing the Star Wars line.
Yeah, they showed that Darth Vader helmet off one.
Yeah, like I saw that one first, and I'm like, that looks
totally
sick.
Gotta pick that up.
And then they said they're gonna re-release the original Star Wars line. So.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm excited for that.
I might get Han and Chewie.
Right? Why not?
That's
Han
all.
and Chewie, get them all.
They're not Pokemon. I don't have to catch them all.
You don't. So let's start with a sad note before we get into anything fun. The guy that voiced I don't know his name now. I forgot it. The guy that voiced the original Space Ghost.
Oh yeah.
He passed away. I can't remember his name. Something Evans or something Evans.
R.I.P. Space Ghost.
Right. I'm sorry. And then the other thing, which I would like, cause I watched. I didn't rewatch. I just went to the end of Tusk just to see if your name was in there. Because I really wanted to check and make sure. His name was not in there, Richie. It was
what the fuck, Kevin
not
Smith?
And I wanted to get angry and I wanted to yell at Kevin Smith, but the other day, unfortunately, Kevin Smith's dog Mulder, I guess he's been ill and he's not been doing well. So Kevin Smith's been carrying around like he's Hordor, he was saying, and unfortunately,
he was doing that for the last year.
Yeah, exactly, for a while, just to keep him with him more. But unfortunately, the dog's no longer with us and he's passed away, and it's just a sad thing. Just, unfortunately it happens. And I saw it on his Facebook and I commented, like, keep your head up. All dogs go to heaven. Because they do. They all go to heaven, so it's all good.
I like that, yeah.
And the Geek Den loves dogs. So it sucks, and, you just got to power through it, man.
I read that and I literally
teared
up. And I'm
getting teared up right now talking about it. It sucks.
Man, I know that feeling all too well.
Yeah, it's terrible. So, to fucking, to Mulder.
To Mulder.
Alright, so what were you going to say? You were going to just say something. I'm going to cut you off. I want to say that. You want to start with stories? What do you got? You got some good stuff.
Oh, well, while we're talking about Kevin Smith.
Yeah, cool.
Kevin Smith is going to do the voice of MODOK for
the
Marvel experience.
That's cool.
Which they're only going to California right now, from what I've seen. Eastern state stores are going to be coming out. I think probably closest they're going to come this way is Boston, New York.
Yeah, we could totally go into
I'm down to go because
I could see them easily trying to set it up so it's in New York around October when Comic-Con is there, because that would be the perfect time you'd get the most freaking hits.
Yeah, but and then what Kevin Smith says, it's like a comic book coming to life around you.
Cool. Yeah, you're totally submerged into the experience.
I can't wait. I want to go.
You're supposed to feel like you're in a superhero movie.
I told my boss I'm taking
I'm totally
to go see it. So
I've heard about it a while ago, and then finally more stuff keeps coming out, which is great. And now they're getting people.
Yeah. So far we have Triple H being the Hulk,
right?
And then we have Kevin Smith being MODOK, which is pretty cool.
I'm looking forward to it. We're definitely gonna go.
And then I only got one other thing.
Oh, what's the other thing?
NWA is doing their own movies.
Oh, the NWA trailer came out.
It's coming straight out of Compton,
right?
Which is the name of the movie.
Right? Crazy motherfucking name, Ice Cube.
Well, who's being portrayed by his own son,
and he looks just like him. It's crazy.
Literally,
it's crazy how he looks like him.
When I was watching the trailer, I'm like,
genetics.
Holy shit! This is Boys in the Hood, right? What was his name for Boys in the Hood? I can't remember, but
it was something
like that. That's cool. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it looks really good. The trailer looks pretty awesome. It's gonna it's probably as close it's gonna be to like the story of like what kind of probably happened, straight out of Compton.
And I liked how before the trailer you got Dre and Ice Cube.
Yeah, right.
Driving around. I can only
nowadays they're all older. Nowadays Dre themselves
checking out their old
going back to the hood, hanging out with some people.
And I can only imagine if Easy was still around. He'd be with them, even though they had that little beef.
The beef would have been squashed by now, definitely. They're all older now. Easy would have
They squashed it once he came down with AIDS. They squashed the beef. And
then he died.
He died.
Unfortunately, damn Easy.
That means try not to get AIDS.
Easy was the wild card. He was the crazy motherfucker. He was the crazy motherfucker.
Cruising down the street in his 6'4"?
Rolling down the street in the 6'4".
There you go.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'll definitely be in the theaters. I like how Justin made a comment like he's gonna be the only white dude there. Like Richie's a white dude.
White.
I'm totally white as shit. Like I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. I love NWA. I love old school gangster rap. I grew up on that shit, and then it got really soft and weak. And now I don't really care for rap anymore. I still listen to the old shit. I like Pandora and shit. Oh hell yeah. All right, so let's talk about Angelina Jolie. Apparently is eyed to direct the Captain Marvel movie. What do you think about that, Richie?
I don't. What has she directed so far?
She just directed this one movie that came out. Where this I don't remember what it's called. It just came out. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Was it good?
I don't know.
So she's made her director debut on a movie you can't remember.
Yep.
On a movie you.
Well, I remember what happens in the movie. It sounds like it's based on a true story. It was the old war. It was an old war hero that got it was in I think I can't remember what the fuck it was. I don't want to name the wrong war, so I'm not gonna say it. But
the Olympian.
Yep.
I heard that was really good.
She directed that.
I heard that was good.
He was an Olympian and he was a war hero. So
he got sent to a concentration camp.
Yeah, he got captured. Yep.
And he survives.
He was on a boat for a while with sharks and shit, and then he got captured and put into.
I heard good things about the movie. I didn't see it
too. She's directed.
She's gonna direct Miss Marvel. Well, she's being eyed.
So Marvel
thought about
Disney is probably like.
I kind of like it.
And I think the big reason they're doing it is because they keep getting this backlash of like, where's the woman-led movie? Where is it? So they're like, let's have a woman director doing our woman-led movie.
No,
I think it's a good PR thing.
I mean, the way she's gonna approach it, she's gonna
be more passionate about it too.
Yes, and she's always played that character like, I don't want to say feminist because that's totally the wrong word, but she's always portrayed a powerful woman in every role she's played. And I think we'll see that.
That's true.
In Miss Marvel.
Point. I didn't even think of that in her acting career.
Yeah,
she's not the greatest actress, but yeah, she's always been like a badass.
Let's go back to Hackers. Like how hot was that in Hackers? Like she was always
the best.
Yeah. I think we'll see that in Carol Danvers with her directing it. I know she's not really writing the story per se, which she's not.
Still, the director has the biggest hand in.
I'm stoked because Miss Marvel's gonna be the first female superhero.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna be like, "Fuck this! I didn't want to talk about it." As soon as I stood there, I'm staring like, "Is Richie gonna say something?" There was a little pause, and then you were like, "Yeah, I think it's a good idea." Like,
I like it.
Whew.
I like it.
Yeah, I could care less.
So what you thought I was gonna do?
Because I think it's a cop out, like I was saying. I think Disney's doing it just like a good PR thing. Like, oh, we got a woman director doing our woman lead. I think just a good director.
Do you know how I think?
If I haven't seen this movie, if I see this movie and I love it, I'm like, oh my god, she killed it in that. then sure, that's a better thing. I think a good director is a good director. I'm not saying woman, man, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm saying a good director is a good director. And I haven't seen what she's done to be like, why is she directing the movie? It was just my opinion on
Speaking
that.
of good directors.
Sure, it's those directors out.
Oh, no, like...
Yeah, who?
Clint Eastwood.
Boom, he's a
Gran
great director.
Torino?
Right? Oh, man, Gran Torino was so good.
Such a good fucking movie.
Even the one he did about fucking this dude in South Africa, Nelson Mandela. He did was it Mandela?
Did he do Mandela?
Yeah. Or what was the soccer team? Oh, fuck no, the soccer team. What was the soccer team with fucking Ben Affleck? Oh no, Brad Pitt. No. What's Ben Affleck's buddy?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon was like a rugby player or whatever. Yeah, I went from soccer to rugby.
Dang, you got me lost.
Yeah, I fucked that all up. But that movie he did.
Letters from Iwo Jima was fucking pretty awesome.
Yeah, he is good.
When you figure Clint Eastwood's
What
gonna
did
be
he
good at war movies, he's
just
gonna be good at
do?
like cowboy
He
movies.
just did American Sniper. That was the last one.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't either, but it's got lot of rave reviews.
A lot of controversy
Nominated
going on
for
with that
Oscars as
shit.
well.
Like fucking.
Well, especially what happened with the guy and stuff.
Well, with Seth Rogen and his little.
Well, Seth Rogen's comment wasn't bad.
No, I didn't. You know, he's like.
I like Seth Rogen's comment.
I did too.
Because I was like, you know what? That's right.
Our military. We support the military men and women out there who serve our country. Because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to sit here and have the freedom to drink some beers.
Right? They're not. Okay.
And talk all the shit we want.
We would have to suit up.
We would have to suit up. So thank you for making this fat ass being able to stay home and drink beer and.
You don't stay home, though. You work your ass off. But yes,
I do
thank you
work
for
my
protecting
ass
us. Yes,
Yeah.
of course. You do the great things that we don't.
I actually cook for a lot of military people.
Perfect.
Right down from Barnes Air Force Base.
Awesome.
7Bs, come check us out.
Boom. 7 bees, bitches.
Don't Bridge from the kids sent you.
So the bees need to be.
Watch the show.
Alright, what were we talking about?
Miss. Oh, okay. I get totally got sidetracked. Do you know the way I want to see Miss Marvel end?
How?
Rogue just coming up and sapping her powers.
Oh, right? That's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
No, that's not gonna
And
happen.
I want like a good Rogue. I don't want the shitty Rogue from.
I agree that my favorite, my favorite thing about Miss Marvel is that Rogue absorbs her powers from her. That's my favorite thing about Miss Marvel. I could care less about Miss
And
Marvel.
they didn't
and that's
wear
not
off.
gonna happen.
They didn't wear off. Like she's.
No,
like,
she held it for too long.
Yeah,
she held it for too long, where she literally took it.
Put
from
her
Miss
in coma.
Marvel.
Put her in coma.
Yep. Yeah, I really don't even care about the Miss Marvel movie personally. And it's not anything about women and men. Like a Storm movie, fucking be awesome.
I'll see it because
a Storm movie would be cool. Oh, Miss Marvel, you gonna see me?
Yeah.
I want to see a trailer. I want to see how it comes out. It could be fucking awesome. Like, why can't it be good? It could be good. I just don't really care about Miss Marvel. I feel like kind of her, but like I feel like Superman. Just like whatever. Shit about Superman.
Speaking of Superman,
I give two shits about Superman.
I saw this thing like 10 off the wall Superman powers that he had.
Oh yeah.
Super weaving.
Yeah. Oh, mathematics.
Super mathematics.
He's super charming.
The one is super charming. The one shit that I can't get over, and why he doesn't still do this, because this was actually an awesome power. He shot the little Superman clones out of his hands.
He shot super clones out of his hands.
Yeah, they were little Superman
That's
clones.
hilarious. So he has all sorts of weird powers.
Yeah, and he's just now getting a super fire. I hate you, Superman.
It's kind of normal. It's kind of stupid. They should do something crazy.
I mean,
Alright, Super Mario Brothers 3, the game, came out 25 years ago in North America.
do you remember the movie that
12.
introduced it to the States?
Oh, hell yeah. WizKid? No,
The Wizard.
The Wizard. Thank you, sorry. I knew it was something Wizard.
Because that game wasn't even out yet. And he was going to a Super Mario Brothers 3, and I watched
He was
that.
going to a video game tournament shit to play Super
Super
Mario Brothers
3.
Well, he was going to play Super Mario Brothers 2. And when they get there, they premiere Super Mario Brothers 3 is what they're battling to play. And they're all like, what the fuck? But then they all know the secrets, which doesn't make any sense.
They know how to go behind the white block and
all the
hide.
little secrets are hiding behind the cloud and ducking down while falling behind the thing. Like, they know all the fucking secrets. But that's just how good those gamers were back then, huh?
Man.
No, but that movie is just a product placement for Nintendo. But I still think it's so good.
Right?
There is a story.
As a kid, I wish that I could do that.
In the only universe where the Nintendo Power Glove actually works.
Yes.
Because that game uses it at that stop.
Did you ever have a Power Glove?
No, but I've heard terrible, terrible things. They don't work.
I bought one at a tag sale.
You told me.
At a tag sale for like $6.
Like,
and I was stoked because it was stored in a box, like, and I get it home and it didn't work.
He drove with it.
It worked for the racing games.
Did it?
For the racing games, it worked. Other than that, I'm trying to play Mario Bros. With like they did it in the fucking Wizard.
Yeah.
Didn't fuck. I thought it was broken. I brought it back, and the guy's like,
No, they
man,
just
that's how
suck.
it works. Like,
Yeah, it's just a terrible thing that people bought. Idiots. It's a plastic glove with some buttons on it. People loved it.
well, did you see what they did? They brought it back for 64.
Did they really? I don't remember the 64 one.
It wasn't a full glove. It didn't have all like the numbers and shit like that. It literally was. You wrap it around your wrist. It holds on your wrist, and was it 64 or GameCube? Yeah, it was 64. And this finger controlled all the buttons, while this one kind of controlled all the movements. It was weird, man.
Sounds like the fucking Wii controller.
It kind of was. Kind of
Sounds
was.
like the Wii controller.
But it wasn't motion control. You still had to use the buttons, and
Yeah.
really awkward to use.
It was weird.
I think the tip had one.
I love 64. 64 was probably my favorite system. I had some great fond memories, and there's a lot of good games.
Oh, WrestleMania 2000.
But I love Mario. I'm happy in Mario 3. I love Mario 3. Mario 3 is a really good game. Really good game.
So we first got to be able to fly as Mario.
Yeah. That's fucking sweet. You get to look like Raccoon too.
Raccoon Tail, yeah.
Raccoon. You get like a leaf.
Everyone's gonna
Yeah,
hate
turn
us
to a
because it's not
raccoon.
really a raccoon; it's something else. But we
No,
call it
yeah.
raccoon.
Everyone called it because he had a raccoon coontail.
Yeah.
It's Asian, so he's probably someone dressed up as a raccoon. Whatever. Who fucking cares? Alright? It's a video game. I love
Furries
that game.
aren't the shit.
They're not the shit. No. Here at Geekden, we're against furries. Wait, are you against furries?
I'm against furries.
Okay, here at Geekden, we're against furries. Where I made that statement, I just had to make sure it's true.
I kind of wish I supported furries. I don't want to see that way.
Right, that could have.
Or I would like to see you like furries in
This
this town.
It could have gone either way, people. All right, so Super Mario Bros. Love it. Assassin's Creed is gonna start shooting soon. Since we're talking about video game movies, Assassin's Creed, Michael Fassbender starring. They just got the chick that played Talia al Ghul. I can't remember her name. Whatever. She just signed on to join that movie. So her and Michael Fassbender. Who knows what's gonna happen?
What chick would play Talia?
In the Dark Knight Rises.
Oh.
She's now just signed on to the Assassin's Creed movie. So Michael Fassbender is Assassin. So Talia al Ghul and friggin' Magneto are gonna make babies possibly in this Assassin's Creed movie. That's
So
just me.
wait,
Who
so
knows?
are
She
they-
could
are
be
they-
something else. I'm just assuming.
Are
There's
they
no
gonna do the
story.
whole thing where like he goes in the Animus and?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. They're going the full 9. Yeah. They're good because that's the storyline. Is still the same thing. It's
So
some guy
it
getting grabbed,
sounds
and he's
like
being
they're-
held hostage. He's being like forced to do it. He doesn't want to do it.
I never played the first one,
Yeah, I like the first.
so I don't know if it was the same guy from the first one that was in the second and third one.
That's a good question. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. It's because it's him. Because he gets on the run on the first one, and the second one's you coming back to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Same guy.
So
It's
that's
his ancestry is a different ancestor.
yeah. It's a different ancestor.
Yep.
Man, that sounds like the first one's gonna be like a trilogy to me.
They're trying to set up a franchise.
All the back and forth you have to do. Like I said, I didn't play the first one,
Yeah. But you do.
but I know
you
the
like
second
Assassin's
one and even the third one.
Creed? You do like Assassin's Creed?
I like the second and third one.
Okay. You don't like the shit pirate one, right? I like the pirate one. I like the Assassin's Creed game.
I didn't. Literally, I started playing
They're
it and I
good,
was
though.
like, it kind of reminds
You didn't
me.
like the pirate. That's all.
It's gonna remind me of like Shadows of Mordor, the last one, the pirate one.
Oh.
Because you just
I
run around
like
and
Shadow
kill
of
shit.
Mordor, but
and-
yes, all you do is just battle.
Yeah, no, like, yeah, no,
battle.
I'm not knocking Shadows of Mordor. I like it.
No, I agree with you completely.
But it's just like, it wasn't really like, like with the first one, you were collecting, or the second one rather, you were collecting the pieces of Eden.
Yep.
And doing the puzzle shit and all that stuff.
Right,
And
I
then
love the puzzles.
the third
Oh, I
one,
love
the third one hit
puzzles.
home. I'm like, my favorite subject, the American history, man,
Okay.
in a nutshell.
Oh, when he was Native American.
Yeah, he was
right?
Native American, and
I heard that one wasn't all that good. Did you like that one?
I liked the storyline of it. The only thing I liked it because it was American history,
I liked it.
and maybe that's why I was more biased to it.
Oh.
Yeah, I rocked that tomahawk throughout that whole fucking game.
Mhm.
But I mean, that's where I kind of lost out on it because it was like Templars are actually the beginning of assassins,
Yeah.
and the assassins are actually like rebelling offspring of the fucking Templars. Like
It's not, it kind of got crumbled.
the storyline just fucking went out of whack for me.
It does. But I'm looking forward to seeing the movie. I am interested in seeing the movie because I want to see it when it's like when I heard about the game and I started playing the game and I was like, okay. I was like, oh, we're starting it like today, and then we go into this thing, and then that's when the game gets good because you're someone like badass back in time, fucking shit up. You got this fucking thingy. It's awesome.
Climb buildings,
Right, climb shit. That's all that game
Rooftops.
is just climbing. 90% of that game is climbing and jumping. But I loved it every second of it because it was pretty. Especially those first, you get to that first like peak or whatever, and the little bird view thing, and you look at it, it's like, man, this game is pretty.
Like I said, I never played the first one, but I watched Hobby play the first one.
No, so I'm just saying that maybe the first time you got to one of those.
Oh yeah, and it was like you got the whole fucking sky.
Exactly. It's a pretty fucking game.
It's pretty amazing,
and it's cool. It's like they use real figures, real people from history, and then they do what they want with them, which is great. Love it.
So I don't know who was the main one in the first one, but the Da Vinci was the big one in the second one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was a big part of the second one.
I dug the whole Ezio
Especially all the
series.
creating stuff. Such a whiner. He's like Luke Skywalker.
Who?
Ezio.
Oh, Ezio, yeah.
He whined like a bitch at the beginning, and then eventually he was badass. He's just like Luke Skywalker. It was terrible. Alright, so yeah, the Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft's also, they have other games in development that are movies based off games in development. Apparently you don't care, but like Splinter Cell is one of them, Watch Dogs, Rabbids, which I think Rabbids is funny, that's going to be
Okay, Splinter
Far
Cell.
Cry and Ghost Recon.
Splinter Cell, you're that one dude.
Yeah, you're a badass, yeah, you're a
Okay, I can see that being a one-shot movie, that'd be kind of cool.
A crazy one.
And
you didn't play Watch Dogs, huh?
No, I always wanted to. I just never had the time or the.
Yeah, you do have to commit time. That sucks if you don't have the time. Like I really liked Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs was cool. It's like Grand Theft Auto, but it's set in like kind of a future world. You use your phone to hack into shit, change the lights, turn certain things, unlock stuff. Like it's really cool when you're finally going through it and get your phone all equipped and badass. It's pretty cool. I liked it a lot. So I'm kind of interested in that because that kind of seems like nowadays how people use technology and stuff. It fits. With hackers and all sorts of shit.
No, it does fit.
So that perfect was just like, oh, it's relevant now, so totally do it. You don't play Far Cry's. Far Cry's are okay. I could care less about.
I never played a Far Cry.
It's like people get trapped on this crazy island and there's crazy people there.
It kind of reminded me of Lost.
Right? Like bad Lost.
I know how that shit ended.
I didn't watch Lost, so I don't know.
They're all dead.
Ghost Recon is very the same. Ghost Recon is a little different than Splinter Cell, except like Ghost Recon is a group of badass dudes that infiltrate.
Yeah, it was
like a small group. Ghost Recon.
It went from like Splinter Cell's one guy. Ghost Recon is like 6, I thought.
Okay, it can go up to 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was like one of the first.
I like Ghost Recons though. I remember playing Ghost Recon on 64.
Yeah, I played it.
I played it with my uncle.
Was it Vegas Nights or some shit like that?
Something like that. But one of them I remember like starting on like Ghost Recon. The old ones were cool because it definitely was just like it seemed very more open and like you literally like there's this point if you're going, this point if you're going, this point if you're going. And it's literally the AI walking the routes and you trying to figure a way to get to this area of doing something, or you could just go in there and blast them, which is always fun. But I really like the original.
You had to like be on your shit for that.
Yeah, definitely, which was cool. It was more of like a strategy game, a strategy shooter, instead of just like
which is why
like Call of Duty where you're just like I'm gonna shoot the fuck out of everyone, like. Which I really liked it, and I kind of hope the movie's kind of cool like that. But who knows?
Who knows?
Rabbids. You know what Rabbids is?
No, I was gonna ask. That's what I want to ask you. What is Rabbids?
Those little furry bunny creature things.
Oh, so it's like
the video game.
The little white rabbits?
Yeah, they're like, crazy.
They're gonna make that a movie?
They're gonna turn that into a movie.
That's gonna be the new Care Bears.
I don't agree with that. It's gonna be crazy CG ridiculousness.
Those guys were like the
It's gonna be a cartoon movie. It's gonna be like
those guys are like the Noids from hell.
It's gonna be like how the Minions movie is gonna eventually be. Alright, so that's what Ubisoft's doing. They're turning video games into movies. More power to them, I say. Deadpool.
Oh, Deadpool?
Did you see the Deadpool picture that
I did.
It's nothing much. You just see.
No, you see like
the tweet's the best part of it.
Oh, like because what? It's like it's done in like what's the fucking name of that shit?
I can't remember the
Serpentera?
Is
that no? That wasn't filmed from Power Rangers. Anyway, so go with that.
It's something like that.
The Serpentera hides the fact that it's hot pink.
Yeah, that's the exact best part about the tweets. Is it hot pink? That would be funny.
I'm stoked. I've been stoked about Deadpool since Green Lantern. They're going at it full bore.
Yeah, and
it is literally what was from that tweet. They were saying it's literally 365 days away.
The movie coming out.
To be awesome. So that's gonna be in theaters and now, less than a year.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I'm excited too. Everything I keep hearing about it, how they're doing about it, they're all seem pumped. They're gonna give it their all. They don't have a big budget, so it's gonna be very low budget style, which works perfect. I think
it needs to be.
And it works perfect for Deadpool's character, who he is.
Like they should take it back to that old school grittiness of Gore Factor. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, the CGI fucking trailer we saw was fucking cool.
Yeah, I want it to be. Yeah, I want it to be very like Grindhouse.
Yes.
Yeah,
right
I
on
want
the
it to be very
money.
Grindhouse.
Grindhouse style.
That's
That's
perfect. And that would fit Deadpool, and it would just be like just his style, his attitude, like it's totally that like that late '80s fucking weird grind of those weird fucking. It'd be perfect.
Deadpool
So I'm
in general
looking
is just
forward to
fucking out there, man.
So apparently Colossus is gonna make an appearance. Colossus is gonna be in this movie in some form. Probably
Colossus
as
or Cable?
Colossus.
Really?
Yeah, Colossus is gonna be in it. I would assume Cable would be in there too.
Yeah, why would?
This is from the article I was reading about about what I'm gonna talk about next. They said Colossus is gonna be in there.
They say what Colossus is gonna do?
No. They don't know what he is yet, but Colossus is going to be in there. Probably going to be. It's not going to be that same actor that played Colossus.
Well, no, I don't give a shit about the actor.
Yeah, me neither.
I think they need a
But
bigger.
how do you feel about Colossus being involved in some way? Maybe it's a cameo. Maybe he runs into him. Who knows?
I don't know. Like, I just don't.
Colossus and
Deadpool together.
You don't see him bantering? I can see some good banter there.
If they're gonna do Colossus, I think there should be. You know, we said the whole Batman theory. There should be 2 for Colossus.
Oh, a guy that acts him and the guys that's actually maybe there.
Like Lou Ferrigno and the fucking and Bill Bixby.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
that's
should
the
work
best
out like
example ever.
Right?
Because plus it sucks the times where. Yeah, that's the best example ever. Because yeah, Lou Ferrigno played the Hulk, and there was a different.
Do you know that show?
What was
Almost
the
Didn't
actor?
Happen.
I don't know. I wish I knew the actor that played Bill. Oh my god!
Bill
I don't know
Bixby?
why I've never thought of it. Who's the guy that played Bill Bixby?
Bill Bixby was the actor's name.
Oh, that's what his name.
He played Bruce Banner.
Oh, Bruce Banner. Oh, see.
Who played Bill Bixby? It was Bill Bixby.
Fucked me all up there.
No, that show almost didn't happen.
Why didn't that show almost?
Because the producers, they were bringing in guys for the Hulk, They were like
there was no one that could
7
do that.
foot tall, but there was no one that was jacked.
Yeah.
And then Ferrigno, who just was coming off the Mr. Universe circuit, had happened to apply for it. I mean, come on, you're gonna give a deaf guy who can't speak. I mean, at the time he couldn't. Now he's taught himself how to read clips and all that shit.
Yeah, he sounds fine. I always thought he's got like speech impediment or something. Oh, he's deaf. Oh, whole shit.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, that
yeah.
makes sense.
I met him.
Yeah, he's such a bad motherfucker, and he's super friendly from what I've heard. In
I
person,
met
he's
him
like
somewhere-
the sweetest, greatest guy.
somewhere out in Eastern Mass.
Really? Is what you ran into him? Or?
No, it was like some like Halloween themed shit that we went to. It was back in high school, and he was there, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like that's the Hulk,
You don't
and
like
everyone's
him? You
like,
don't like him?
no, that's Lou Ferrigno, and I'm like, that's the Hulk,
You don't like him.
and I'm just like, oh my god, it's you, and he's like, hey, gave me a high five, and I'm like, dude, you were a huge part of my childhood, and he just gave me a hug and set me on my way. That was my run-in with Lou Ferrigno when I was like
That's what the
fucking
Hulk
13.
does. He gives you a hug and sends you on his way. That's what happens. So the story I was reading was about Gina Carano is apparently cast in the Deadpool movie. She's gonna play Angel Dust, and Angel Dust is a mutant that is part of the underground mutant group Morlocks. So
You
that's
like the
kind of cool.
Morlocks?
Yeah, I like the Morlocks because Storm
became queen
yeah,
of the
she
Morlocks.
ruled that bitch. That's why I love that storyline. Storm going and fight. Oh my god, that's the best.
But then she ends up retiring. She
gives it back to her,
Gives it
yeah.
back to her. And
That's
then she becomes.
how cool Storm is.
But you know what Storm becomes queen of next?
What, Zambuna?
Wakanda.
Wakanda, thank you.
And that doesn't work out. And they start hooking up with Wolverine again. I love that whole fucking Wolverine and Storm hooking up
Storm's cool as
shit.
shit. I would, like I said, I would totally watch a Storm movie. She has some really
but
good
I wanna-
storylines.
I want to see when Storm's rebelling. Like,
The young Storm we're gonna see
With
now.
the Mohawk?
We're gonna see. Oh, the Mohawk. We're gonna see. the
did you ever
Mohawk.
look into some of that storyline?
No, I just seen the
That
Mohawk
was
Storm. She's
Storm was
so cool.
so fucking badass. There's a little banter between her and Kitty Pryde, and Storm's. I forget exactly the way it was worded, but she's just like, just because I'm not acting like it was something based towards the way Cyclops acted as team leader,
Okay.
doesn't mean I'm not leader. And I was like, oh my god, Storm's so hot.
She's so badass.
Yeah.
Storm is really cool.
If I ever find a real life Storm, I'm running right after it.
Like I'm not like I don't hate Halle Berry's Storm, but she still didn't give Storm justice. Storm is so fucking.
She played a bitch. Like, well, I mean, not to be like that.
I liked her in the little scene she was in Days of Future Past. She was pretty cool. She seemed pretty strong. Finally,
Finally,
it was like a 10-minute
Yeah.
little scene. You see her,
Nah, it was like
and then you see her die, and you're like, holy shit, they just killed Storm.
it was Halle Berry deserved it.
Yeah, no, they didn't get. She didn't do it.
You were in how many movies before Swordfish, and we had to wait to Swordfish to get a titty shot?
I didn't even want to see.
And then we got that
She got
crazy,
paid so much money for that.
right? And then what was it, like a year or two later, she does that crazy fuck scene with Sling Blade of all people.
That cost me nothing.
What's his fucking
I
name?
have no idea what you're talking about.
You ever seen the movie Sling Blade?
No.
Bat Santa.
Bad Santa. Oh, Billy Bob Thornton?
Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah, Monster Ball.
Oh, Monster Ball. No, I've never seen Monster Ball.
My uncle told me about it, and he's like, dude, you gotta see this fuck scene. That was the only thing I watched in that movie.
Fuck Monster Ball.
It's loaded now.
Alright. That was another thing I wanted to say. Like,
What is this?
We've been talking for a while. There's just these things on the table. So yeah, there's a reason these helmets are on the table. It's helmets and work. We're trying to join the Mandalorian Mercs. All right, Mandalorian Mercs. We're trying to join you guys. We're working on our helmets. Here's some helmets in progress, and we're totally working on it. Step one, the helmet's like the biggest piece. We're working on it. So that's what we're doing here.
Yeah, we're gonna hit him up not this Saturday, obviously, because tomorrow, because Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But the following Saturday, we're gonna hit up
finish up the armor and shit.
Bondo and paint.
Right, and finish up.
He's got one over there that's already
This is the first one I
semi
made.
Bondo and painted.
Yeah, this is the first one I made. And then Richie made this one fucking last week.
That's one mine, and I like the contour of it.
Yeah, I did a really flared. Yeah, this is flared as shit. But let's see how.
What I really like is the high cheek on yours.
Yeah, because I try to get the whole.
How it's really sucked in. I really like that.
It's good. I'm trying to do it. I try just to do it different than this first one I did. This one I try to just do it simple.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. So we're trying to join the Mandalorian Mercs.
We're giving it a shot. We're giving it a shot. We're gonna do it.
And
I'm excited. You pumped?
I'm fucking excited.
Right. We're pretty pumped.
And then are we still gonna try to do the final first?
After, yeah, those helmets are a little more tricky. But yes, after. Let's do one at a time. One at a time. Let's see how
Saw a kid make one on a cardboard.
Yeah. And then would he Bondo over the top of it or fiberglass on top of it?
I didn't.
He had to have done one of those two.
Well, I just saw him make it. I didn't see him finish it off. It's like a fucking 6-part video.
Yeah.
Fucking 7
No,
hours.
yeah, I've seen one video where a guy made. Yeah, they made it out of cardboard and then they just Bondo everything. And it was literally, that's exactly, it's a lot of work. It was solid, but that's like super cheap. Like cardboard costs next to nothing.
I get it for my job.
Bondo, right? I get it for my job too. It cost me nothing to make the fucking thing. But this is gonna be way sturdier when you build it with the hard hats and the buckets.
I can't wait.
If anyone's interested in actually us because like we did it, and it's not too hard. Like we would totally make a video to tutorial it. I wish I remember the guy in the video that I watched. I'm sorry. Next time, like I'll put it in the
We're
thing.
gonna.
And if someone's interested, leave a comment. Then maybe we're
gonna make another one for a video.
Yeah, maybe if people comment, if you comment, be like, hey, I would totally want to see you make one of those, so I can make one. Let us know, and then maybe we'll make a video. If there's a demand, then things happen. That's how
I think if we do one,
we'll make a different one.
We should make girl off camera make it.
Oh,
and have her do the story, so the average person can make it.
Right, have someone else do it, and we teach them to do it. Have them do all the work.
Jedi's teaching the Padawans.
The cutting's the
Oh wait, we can't be Jedi's if we're Mandalorians.
That's alright. That's
Jedi's
future
just
thing.
come.
That's a future thing.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. I'm excited. Can't wait to finish the armor.
Mandalorian works. We're coming.
Right, we're trying. We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna listen to all your guidelines.
Is there a mass chapter?
Yes, there is. There's a New England chapter.
Oh, so it's not just like a straight mass chapter.
Maybe we could start one.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Maybe we could start. Well, we gotta get in it first.
I like how I'm like, no. I'm just gonna take shit over. We're not even in it yet.
That's how Mandalorian are. We're very aggressive and we're trying to take shit over.
Like, it doesn't get no better than that.
Right? Alright. Since it's Mandalorian, the next thing I have written down, I just have Star Wars. So let's just talk about Star Wars. So the thing I saw something Mark Hamill being interviewed, and it was just directing wise.
Two different things.
Exactly. So this was good. It was just directing wise, comparing JJ to George Lucas, and I've already known George Lucas is like infamously known. He's not the best like director. He doesn't really try to get too far in there and get involved to try to bring that character out of him. He's just kind of like, okay, you're gonna do that. And even Mark Hamill said the quote like, he walked up to George after like during a shot, and like they were in like a cut in between, and he was like, so should I try to bring more? And I want to just like, what's the emotion that like I can do to bring it out of him? And he goes, oh yeah, we'll talk about that. That's a good idea. We'll definitely talk about that. And then they never talked about it. Even like Mark Hamill literally said after, like, we never talked about it. Like I brought something up and I was like, let's do something like that. And he's like, yeah, we'll talk about that. And then he's just like, let's shoot this scene, and then.
Oh, another thing, like
JJ is all
so much more laid back.
No, JJ is all hands on.
Oh yeah, because
you say laid's back. No, I mean he's.
No, I meant.
He does everything.
Remember,
he gets in there.
Lucas was so stressed out over making like
everything. He
everything
controlled
perfect.
everything.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the biggest problem. He controlled everything. Like he didn't just create Star Wars.
Where JJ
he created fucking Star Wars. Everything. All those characters. All the design,
so JJ pretty much started off
working with every.
He already had a jumping point to go from.
Yeah.
Where George Lucas is like, yo, this is my baby. This is up and coming.
That's true.
What I read, for all those out there who expect Episode 7 to be like the new coming of Star Wars, Mark Hamill said you'll be disappointed.
What do you mean, new coming of Star Wars?
Like the second coming of Star Wars.
Why would we be disappointed? I don't get that.
He said he's like, take it for what it is. This is where I kind of got pissed. Take it for what it is. It's only a movie. That's what Mark Hamill said.
I need to look this quote up. Who the fuck? Where did this come from?
That's
crazy.
Comic book reviews? I think Latino review too. I wouldn't have said if it wasn't reliable sources. He said the movie's great, but like you know how like we all thought episodes 1, 2, and 3 were gonna be like the new Star Wars show was gonna be awesome.
I did not think that.
Oh. Neither did I.
I did not think that at all. I do think this is going to be a rebirth, though.
It's going to be a rebirth.
Completely. I think this is going to be like the biggest fucking movie since Star Wars.
And I'm hoping it gets its summer release.
You think they're going to move it up?
I'm hoping. Wasn't originally supposed to be on Christmas?
It was, yeah.
And then they bumped it to the 18th.
And they bumped it to right before Christmas.
And now JJ's like, look.
JJ wants to push it up. He wants to go
summer,
back.
And Disney's still considering it. I say let's do it.
But if they're going to do it, they got to let us know. Actually, they don't have to let us know.
They don't have to tell us shit.
They could literally tell us the day, like that Friday.
And I'm like,
Star Wars comes out today. Like they drop it at like...
Dude, I'll call
they drop it at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Star Wars is released today. Boom! The world would explode. No one would go to work. There would be there would be nothing.
I won't go to work.
But traffic to movie theaters. That's all it would be. That's all everyone would be doing. You're right. I've been hearing that. I heard about this last week. We talked about it. That we heard that JJ, they had that meeting and JJ wanted to bring it up and he wanted to move it forward and we talked about it and I was just like, they gotta let us know if they're gonna do it. You know what? They don't. They don't. You're right. You're completely right. They don't fucking have to let us know.
Because like
they can tell us 2 days before.
I know we're gonna get into it, but I don't want to say into it right now. But with like the next segment we're gonna jump into.
What's the next segment?
The Spiderman shit.
Oh, that's right. That's the big.
I literally I read that 2 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. Like I was up having a cigarette. I'm like, let me go scroll through my shit, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, going to bed. No, but like literally, I'm like,
I think, dude. So of course, we wanted to move it up.
I would love to, because and the fact that J.J. Abrams is already like, let's give it a summer release. How far are they into...
All the Star Wars movies have been released in the summer. All of them.
Well, yes, that too. But how far are they really along in post-production if they're ready to already put it... If JJ's already ready for summer, I think they're almost finished.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree.
I'm sure there's like, why string it out?
I'm sure there's still some little effects, and there's still... Maybe they're like, they could have cut, and like, another cut. Like, there's cuts that's happening, but like, the movie's done. I don't think there's a lot left. I think you're right. I think, like, push it up. Like, do it. Make everyone happy.
And they'll be competing with Jurassic World
and
Age of Ultron.
That's the big problem, though. Why would Disney compete with themselves?
Well, they could do it like 2 weeks after Age of Ultron comes out.
You need to give it more because they're hoping Age of Ultron's going to make money and say longevity, just like Avengers.
Yeah, you're right. Because you know what?
Number one for like almost a month.
Yeah,
so
because.
Like, that's what that was actually the number one.
Star Wars would totally rape face of fucking Avengers.
It's going to destroy everything that's near it. That's what's going to happen. That's the only problem that I see with them moving up. Maybe they can move it up more, but not. They're going to give Avengers that leeway.
Maybe do like a fall release.
Move it up. Yeah, that's all we're asking. You could put You could release Star Wars in January, which is the worst time for movies in the movie industry. Releasing a movie in January is like. That movie's not going to make too much money. It might do well, but it's not going to make too much money. So do that, and it would make bazillions of. It's going to be the highest grossing movie. I have a feeling it's going to break the fucking record.
Yeah, which one? What movie?
Avatar has the record.
Avatar?
Yep.
That shitty movie.
James Cameron broke his own record because it was Titanic, highest grossing movie in the box office. And then Avatar broke that. And Avatar only broke it. We've talked about this though.
I know.
Avatar only broke it for the technology of the time. He shot this in this crazy fucking bazillion-dollar camera that he designed to shoot this movie in crazy 3D IMAX, whatever the fuck it was. And that's the only thing. That's what.
That's right. That came out when IMAX is first.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This stuff was all new. Like nowadays, you see IMAX, whatever. I haven't seen a movie in IMAX, but yes, no, the 3D technology.
I haven't seen a movie in IMAX, but when I was 19, I went out to Vegas.
Yeah.
And I saw
I've seen 3D stuff.
I've seen a couple documentaries.
Yeah, I've been in Universal, and all their kind of interactions, they have different little things that are all it's 3D. And
when was the last time you were at Universal?
I was a kid. That was fucking.
So the last time I was at Universal, I was fucking 13. I'm 30 now.
I'm not 30.
I almost said 31.
But I was around.
31 in March.
I was 10, 11, so it was 18 years ago.
Yeah, so roughly around the same time I was.
Whoops, actually, I'm a year older. No.
You're
18, 19 years ago.
You're how old now?
I'm 29 now.
I was 20 a year younger than I am.
I'm 30 next year. That sucks.
I'll be 30. I'm 31 this year, motherfucker.
Yeah, that does suck. 30's that threshold. We're all downhill after that. It's been all downhill.
Still have my luscious locks.
Your curly,
my
fucking.
I meant this, dude. I had no time to spike it up. It literally was like work, home, to the store to get fucking Valentine's shit. Ma, shave my head. Well, I'm playing my game right now.
What does she play?
Facebook games. So I don't even know. Yeah. That pissed me off. My mom used to be a big gamer, and now she just plays Facebook games. I need her back in the game.
That's what happens.
I've told the story multiple times how she beat Zelda before me.
That's
she
awesome.
beat Mario for the Super Nintendo before me.
My mom didn't play that. She didn't play games, but she got into Sims hardcore. And then when Sims was online, you create your shops and there was ranking in the shop. She got into that and just would play it for fucking days, binge play games. And I watch her do that. I'm like, okay, that's where I got it from. Okay, so she does have it. That's cool. And that is no problem. I have no problem with my mom binge playing that game. Sorry, I wanted to.
Go ahead.
She did have at the time she had the #1 shop on her on the whole entire fucking server in The Sims, and she ran that bitch she had people under her.
Congrats to Pat's moms.
And she was hard, bad, and that I wish I documented it because watching her and then seeing how angry she would get when she couldn't get out, the server was down.
Was she whipping the keyboard?
She was very angry. Very.
So that's where you got your controller.
Yes, that's why I wish I documented. It's okay, that's where I get it from. But yeah, what were you saying? Sorry.
No, 2 games I'll never play with Mom, and that's Dr. Mario and Tetris.
Really? Dr. Mario, huh? That's a fun game to watch. I'm not good at Dr. Mario.
I thought I had her beat for the 64.
Yeah.
They came out with Tetris Sphere.
Okay. What is that different about?
Well, instead of Tetris, you got the platforms. Mm-hmm. Tetris Sphere. That's exactly what it sounds like. It's a spear.
Oh, so it's three-dimensional.
So it's a ball.
It's a ball.
It's a ball for all you Boston boys out there.
Yeah, the ball on the park.
Anthony and Mike from the dish pit.
Dish pit.
Yeah, the two dishwashers from work. 2 of the dishwashers from work. They're from Boston.
The back.
So literally, it was like a spear,
yeah.
And you had to fit the Tetris piece. And I thought I had her beat, man. No.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan. I like playing Tetris. I don't like playing against people.
I hate
because I get angry at that. I like Dr. Mario too, but I don't like playing with people.
Yeah, no. You're good when you're by yourself.
Exactly. I'll play with myself and be like, hey, I'm doing fine. And then you play with people and you're like, you suck. Just this is terrible.
I'm so good against
bring it up at playing good and being suck or whatever. Okay. So yeah, we're probably going to shoot a lot of stuff on that Mortal Kombat tournament. Mortal Kombat tournament is still going to happen. But Adam also told me that I guess GameStop in Holyoke, when Mortal Kombat's being released, they're going to do their own little tournament right in the mall outside of GameStop. So I already thought I need to let Dark Knight Richie know because Dark Knight Richie needs to enter into that Mortal Kombat tournament and we're totally going to win. Geek Tank's going to win, right?
Yeah.
Why did you shrug right there?
I wasn't expecting that.
I caught you off guard right there, but you're the best Mortal Kombat person I know. I'm terrible at it. You're going to kick my ass. I'm going to play the one at Adam's house and participate, but probably get my ass whooped, but that's fine with me.
How soon are we doing it after 10 comes out?
What? Adam's one?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea. Don't worry about that one. I think the one is probably the one when.
Yeah, but they're gonna do 10 at the release.
I don't know if it's at the release, but I think it's right around shortly. I'm sure it's maybe a week or two after. You got a week, boom, hit it up. Really, it's not for a while, so you got plenty of time.
Nah, I'm down.
Fine. Yeah, what do you mean down? You're fucking gonna kill it. He's gonna bring home the trophy for Geek Them bitches. There's got to be a trophy. You know there's a trophy.
If not, we'll make one.
Yeah.
We'll make one.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
that totally is.
No, you're the best. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have let you know about that, but I didn't. Let's see what I'm talking about. Oh, wait, you want to... Let's take a break. Let's take a break. Maybe we'll do a commercial. We might shoot a commercial. Commercial might happen. So these words from our sponsor. Do you have this annoying blank spot on your wall? We have your solution to that.
Dynamic covers! And if you want to get your own dynamic cover, search Joshua the Bat on Etsy.com.
Girl, you know it's true.
Alright. That's too bad. I didn't know what it was until I went to the chorus. And then I was like, oh, it came to me as it was almost there. And then as soon as it started. That's right. I love you. That's right. You're my Valentine. I love you. Alright, we're back, people. Hey, we took a break. I don't know. You're not even going to notice. There might have been a commercial. There might not have been a commercial. We'll find out. Alright, so... let's just... This is the big thing. The cat's out of the bag, people.
Spiderman?
What? The web crawler?
The web crawler for all you true believers out there who should know this already, but Spider-Man's coming to the MCU.
Boom! In your face.
Yeah,
that shit broke late too. Like I was sleeping. I'm literally sleeping. I get elbowed. I'm just like, what the fuck? And she's like, Spider-Man's gonna be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? I don't give a fuck right now. Let me go to sleep. And then in the morning, I was like, no, shit, that's
See, I found out. I couldn't sleep.
I had plenty of time. I didn't post anything on... Wait, did I post it?
No, we didn't post anything Spider-Man related on the game.
I post plenty of other shit. Okay, I post trailer. I didn't post that because I was late and I wanted to sit on me. Because I'm against it for a while. And I let it sit on me, let it sit on me, and let it sit on me. So, how do you feel, big guy?
I remember I was really for it.
Mm-hmm.
I really was.
You were totally on board, yeah.
I was, and then
So how do you feel?
And then I was against
it came out.
And I don't literally like.
Did you believe it at first? Or you were like, that's stupid?
No,
and then you saw like.
I didn't believe it because this is what happened.
At first I was like, oh, that one's stupid. And then it was like 5, 6, 7. It was everything.
It was
that was
everywhere.
everything. Every
Everywhere.
news site, every site that don't do shit like that did that.
But I remember I couldn't sleep because I was so excited because I finally got a fucking car on the road, and I couldn't sleep. And so I'm like, oh, it's like 2:30 in the morning. I have a cigarette, and I'm like, let me go see what's going on. I start scrolling through the sites, and I'm like, oh,
Wait, what?
Spider-Man's coming to the MCU.
For reals?
I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Nah.
I'm like, nah, it's 2 in the morning. It's bullshit. So I shut it off. The next day, every feed on fucking Facebook.
Everything. It destroyed
Every
Facebook.
social media. It was Spider-Man coming to the MCU.
I remember going to Facebook that morning and then looking, and then I looked later in the day and that was the same shit.
Yeah.
I didn't touch Facebook for like another day and a half. I was like, fuck, I'm not even going to go on there because
there's no
Spider-Man
point. There's
crap.
no point.
It's all, it's going to be the same Spider-Man story over and over again. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you still excited? Are you down?
I think I'm over it.
You're over it.
I think I wanted it because, like, Spider-Man...
You wanted it? For why did you want it?
For Civil War.
And that's the only reason?
Well, I mean, it needed to happen. I mean, not just Spider-Man per se, but the X-Men. Like, they all need to be a big part of the MCU because there's key Avengers who are X-Men.
Yeah, that's true.
And number one, most importantly...
let's talk about the Spider-Man stuff. I don't know why you bring them...
well, okay,
the story's about Spider-Man.
Yes,
We can get to X-Men eventually. The story's about Spider-Man. So Spider-Man, at all, like... So you were down, so now you're against it? You're like, no, what?
I still have mixed emotions about it. I don't know how I feel.
Do you like that see, a while back when all the Sony leaks came out, it was said that, like, Marvel was like, we kind of want to do an older Spider-Man where he's grown and he's already been Spider-Man.
He's already established, so no...
But now that this talks come together, now they're saying they want to go back to a young Spider-Man, high school kid Spider-Man.
Which they want to go the whole route of...
Are you happy about that? Is that something you want, or were you more prefer the older Spider-Man?
Well, this is where I get torn. Because I can see them doing something like with the Amazing Spider-Man, like the cartoon show.
Oh, okay.
Where he's in school, which is pretty much what they said they want to do.
Yeah.
He's already established. There's no need for a backstory.
Billy Prime he loves that fucking show. And he keeps saying, like, he watches episodes.
Billy
he's
Prime,
like,
is that's his name now?
yeah,
Billy
oh yeah.
Prime?
Well, he's definitely a Transformer.
Okay. Billy Prime. I'll give him Billy Prime.
But he watches that show and he's like, I'm telling you, dude, this is what they're doing in the movie verse.
Have you? I told you about the show.
And you told me about it too. I know. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just adding to your. I'm adding to you. Like, yeah, it's true. Like, a lot of the stuff they've done in the movies, they've already have done in the
show.
cartoons.
And that's why I got stoked with the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm like, holy shit, this is right out of that cartoon show.
Yeah.
With the way Spider-Man was, and it was
Especially
great.
just playful and so funny, and yes.
Which is that Spider-Man in general.
So high school Spider-Man, you
I
want
see,
to go back?
Well, I don't want an origin story. We already know. Let's just establish there's Spider-Man. Like how they started off the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon. He's like, quick rundown. He explains who he is, and he explains how he's going to high school, and it's boom, he's there.
So you don't want to see Uncle Ben die again?
No.
Right? Oh my God! Please don't kill Uncle Ben again.
The only Uncle Ben I want to know how he died is Uncle Ben's from his Minute Rice.
Just don't kill Uncle Ben again. I don't really like. I want them to do the old Spider-Man. It kind of sucks they're going back to the high school Spider-Man, but it is what it is. I kind of think though, the one thing I wanted to bring up was I kind of think that like Marvel kind of deserves their shot to do the high school Spider-Man, seeing that they haven't had the movie rights. Like,
yes, okay.
Sony's been doing it. They've done two different high school Spider-Man.
That's fine. Doing
it's like you were saying because I'm gonna bring it up eventually, but like you were saying, like Peter Parker, like let's do a good Peter Parker storyline. Let's bring it up with Peter Parker. He's fucking.
Okay, but already have him established as Spider-Man.
Yeah, definitely don't do an origin. I don't think.
I think that's if I'm not mistaken, that's how they approached the pilot of the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon. He's like, "Oh hey, I'm Peter Parker," and he's like, "Da da da," quick rundown of like his normal like high school bullshit, and he's like, "What a lot of people don't know about me is that I'm Spider-Man." It wasn't I got bit by a radioactive spider, my uncle died.
Everyone knows who Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
So, but plus they already said they're going to introduce him before his standalone movie. So you can only imagine that the standalone movie is not going to be an origin story because he's already introduced. The standalone movie is going to be stuff.
They said they're going to introduce him in a Marvel movie in 2016. What movies are coming out in 2016?
It's got to be Civil War. Yeah, and the Wall Street Journal is what they were the first ones to do the article saying it's going to be Civil War,
and they're pretty much top notch on their shit.
They have a good source, and it's the Wall Street Journal. I guess they get it is Wall Street Journal. I guess they've been doing it for years. I don't know. I don't read stuff.
What the fuck's the Wall Street Journal? Never mind. The fuck is the internet?
Spider-Man.
No, I'd be down to see. I'd be down for a high school Spider-Man, and I think the only reason why they're going that way is because they're going for that youth factor.
Yeah.
And that's what everyone knows. Like, we watched the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon. Mm-hmm. He wasn't in high school anymore.
He was in college. There was like 1 year of high school, and then he went right into college. Yes.
Where he went from Doc Connors, and they did a flashback where like Dr. Octavius, who's Doc Ock, was like his summer camp fucking science teacher or whatever. And I love that. I'm like, that's fucking genius.
That's probably one of the biggest reasons I want to see an older Spider-Man, but whatever.
Yeah,
so they're already saying they're going to go young.
I think that's a mistake.
Think it's a mistake.
I think already have an established Spider-Man, and then that
they can still go young. Just don't do an origin story. Still have him be Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, like, I'm for, and I guess I'm kind of for it if they do it that way. But I'd rather see an already established Spider-Man and maybe not so much an adult, maybe like late 20s, early to mid 20s.
Good enough range, so
where he's like
Civil War, he could be like, I've been Spider-Man for 10 years. And do this whole fucking thing. Is that the only reason you want him to be older for that thing?
It's for the Civil War because he played. I'm sorry, like Civil War was like
he was a crucial part.
The shit. And,
so good.
You read it, and so you know,
amazing read. If you never read Civil War, it's definitely a must read. It's one of the best storylines ever. It's so good, and you see so many awesome characters coming together like you would never. It's amazing.
Like the whole battle between him and the Punisher and that shit.
Oh, Punisher
down in the sewers. Like,
okay, so yeah, but since they're doing a young Spider-Man, at least the rumors are, and that even the names they keep talking about that they're going after are young. It's all young guys, like early 20s guys, like 21, 22 type shit. So do you think they're gonna still use Spider-Man for that same thing in Civil War?
See, okay, and this is I think yes, but then I think no. The reason why I think
my opinion, I think it doesn't make any sense because he's young.
But he's still in his 20s.
Well, he won't. No, he'll be in high school. He'll be like 16
Nah.
because they're still doing a high school Spider-Man. The actor's
I
gonna
know.
be.
Yeah. Okay, exactly. Not catch on. No. If he's that young, then they won't.
They're not gonna do that.
They might have him like.
He's gonna be there. He's gonna be involved in the.
He's
war.
gonna be a cameo.
Oh yeah, like a cameo.
Well, you know what?
Oh,
Actually,
maybe
no.
more
They
cameo,
could
not necessarily cameo,
they
but
could still work him into
A
that.
second character.
They could still work him into that faction that he played
No,
in Civil
definitely.
War.
No, I agree.
Because
he's not gonna
Because
reveal himself.
No. Well,
He's
See,
not
here-
gonna reveal himself.
this is the way it could work. This is not the way I want to see it,
Let's
but
hear
this is the way it could work. All right. Civil War established.
Boom.
Sign up or don't sign up.
Mhm.
Here's an up-and-coming hero named Spider-Man. You have Tony Stark, who takes him under his wing. He's like, look, man, I came out. Everyone knows I'm Tony Stark. Look how high on the high horse I'm living. Oh, hey, you see your costume? It gets torn up. You tired of sewing that up? Look at the Spidey armor I can give you.
Which that is,
But
he does give him
you
the
gotta come out and say who your true identity is. And then there you could have Cap being like, look, man, you wear that mask for a reason. And all those shiny things are not going to protect your family.
You know, I like what you're saying, but yeah, Peter Parker's not an idiot.
No, he's not an idiot.
He
But
would
I'm just
totally
saying-
not be like, nah, dude.
Are you kidding me? That's what he did in Civil War.
Yeah, but I'm still saying, like, no.
But I'm just saying, like, I could see him trying to spin it that way. Where they're going to have Tony Stark trying to, like, entice him to coming out. And Cap's going to be there being like, look, man, no, we do this for a reason. We wear these masks for a reason. Even though it still cracks me up
They
that
don't. But who wears like? Oh, Steve Rogers wears a mask. Wait, Steve Rogers is not Captain America?
Exactly my point.
Oh wait, no, he is.
That's what cracks me up about Steve Rogers leading the whole fucking thing and being like, no, man. People wear... Well, it didn't really crack me up. I understood where he was at. He's like, we wear these masks to protect our families, even though
Everyone knows.
Steve Rogers is Captain America.
You can go to the Smithsonian if there.
I want to go to the Smithsonian. I've never been.
No, it's not actually there in the real Smithsonian. It's in the fake Marvel Smithsonian, which that would be a cool Smithsonian.
How great would it be if it is there now?
It will be eventually. No, actually, it probably might be there now. You're probably right. It probably is there now.
Mhm.
You know what? He's right. It's there now.
Geek then confirmed. Last time you've been to Washington.
I was there fucking last week. Had a meeting.
Oh, okay.
I do big meetings.
I'm glad someone does
So
it.
stuff's in the work, right? Stuff's in the
Yeah,
works.
where's that fake Kevin Smith dude? Like, shit's in the work.
Right? Fake Kevin Smith motherfucker, right? What an asshole. Totally fucking touched your balls.
Should have kicked his ass.
Oh, I had an S to that word ball. Balls. Yeah, there's only one ball.
Yeah, it's only one.
Right? I fucked up there. That's an
Yeah.
error.
Yeah.
Error. I'm gonna edit that.
Can you
out.
fix that?
No, that shit didn't happen.
All right, so
Okay, so other things I want to add are the big other thing that like people keep talking about, even though all the people they keep going after is white, but Miles Morales, Peter Parker. I like the Miles Morales idea. I think they're still going to use Miles Morales, even if they do Peter Parker going forward. I think they're still going to if Marvel's smart about it, which it sounds like, because the whole deal is broken down where there's no money transactions. It's Marvel is going to help. It's going to co-produce the Spider-Man standalone movie with Sony. Sony's gonna have their producers. They're gonna pay for it. They're gonna market it. They're gonna do all the fucking nine. Kevin Feige's gonna come over to help co-produce with probably some other people, and they're gonna help them to integrate it and keep it cohesive with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as well as Marvel can then use Spider-Man for certain things. And we don't know. Nothing's out yet of exactly
what I
exactly
read.
what
I read
how long.
after the one appearance in the one movie coming out in 2016, Marvel was signed up to get Spider-Man for 3 more movies.
That was old news. That you read that now?
Yeah,
Really? I haven't
Yeah.
read that at all.
I read that the same day when they announced Spider-Man's coming to the
I haven't
MCU.
read that at all.
Okay, no. So I mean, I'm not saying my shit's true.
That could be true though, because that was the old rumor anyway.
That was the old rumor.
So that could be very, very well be true. Yes, I haven't read that. So hey, if it is, so you think because Sony has complete in this what they announced. Sony has
complete creative control.
So there's no way that and they're producing and financing and distributing and doing all the 9 yards on the next standalone Spider-Man movie. So you think maybe after that Marvel gets their shot at maybe their turn to produce and do a Spider-Man movie?
Maybe.
Because I do want to see more of Marvel's influence than Sony's influence. Because I didn't hate Amazing Spider-Man 2. I liked it, and I liked Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Loved Amazing
I didn't have a
Spider-Man
problem
2.
with what they did yet. the whole movie in general. It's how they fucking
Andrew Garfield duo, we'll call it, because there wasn't a third one ever made. We'll call it a duo.
The duo. That's
I
pretty good.
I dug him.
I did too.
I liked how he was a Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think his Peter Parker could have been mellowed out a little bit. But they went with They went Peter Parker from the original Ultimate Universe, where he was a little more edgy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the Peter Parker they went with.
And that works for nowadays.
Yeah, and that fit nowadays.
Nowadays, nerd kids.
And then when he was Spider-Man, he was more over the fucking top, which you didn't really get to see in the first one, which we got to see a lot of in the second one.
Yeah. Is that what you want more of? More of the cartoon? Because he's going to be a kid. You want to be more cartoony, more fun?
Well, just Spider-Man in general. I don't care if they do the kid if they're going to do the kid
color.
or the college one. I want Spider-Man to be witty as shit.
Charismatic. Like, yeah, he was witty, he was charismatic,
because that was Spider-Man.
Spider-Man Peter Parker was the nerd, not confident. While when he was Spider-Man,
Spider-Man's getting his ass kicked, and he still one-liners like
right?
crazy.
Funny. Stuff out there.
Yeah, and that's what makes Spider-Man's great. It's the catchy one-liners.
All right, so you don't want you couldn't even say his name earlier. You don't want Miles Morales.
Michael Morales.
Marcus
Morales.
Martin
Morales.
Miles Morales. You don't think it's a good idea, or do you just want Peter Parker?
It's not that I don't think it's a good idea. I want Peter Parker.
Okay.
Because I wasn't a fan of. Actually, I can't even say that. I haven't read any of the Miles Morales shit. Have you?
No. I just think it's a cool idea. I like them.
Well, and before anyone pulls a race card or whatever, because a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, this white bastard's racist."
Right? You fucking white.
No, if you actually ever heard Stan Lee talk about Spider-Man, Spider-Man was supposed to be black to begin with. He just didn't feel that at the time when it came out that they'd be accepting.
Oh shit, that's
of a black superhero.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's terrible.
But then eventually it happened and it worked out.
It happened with Luke Cage.
If you could have could you see someone playing the Miles Morales as actors?
You know who I want to play Michael Morales and
Miles Morales.
Don't laugh.
So good.
Right? Did I say it right that time?
No, you didn't. You said Michael Morales.
I said Miles Morales.
Oh, okay. I heard Michael. Whatever.
Oh, whatever. This dude from Everybody Hates Chris.
All right. The kids in Walking Dead now.
Yeah, I know everyone wants what's his name, Michael Glover.
Yeah, Donald Glover.
Donald Glover.
Yeah, that's what I would like. Even
I don't know who that guy is. That's why.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that, but even that show Blackish. There's the young nerdy kid in some.
Oh, Anthony Anderson's son.
And he is actually now that I see more of the Miles Morales, I'm like, you know what? He's actually he is Miles Morales. I want Donald Glover too, though. That's who I want. I should say too. That's not who you wanted.
No, well,
that's I
don't know who the dude is, but I heard he's really been adamant about it. He wants to do it.
He said he wanted to play Spider-Man before Miles Morales was created in the comic universe. So now there is a black Puerto Rican Spider-Man. So something there's something he could literally
play. Because he's just not black. He's
no
black
offense, they're not going to do a black Peter Parker. That's just not going to happen.
No,
you think they'll do a black Peter Parker?
No, they can't.
Well, because Peter Parker's a white guy.
Well, no, I'm just saying that. Yeah, because they did a black Kingpin for Daredevil.
And that was just because he was the perfect.
This is by Clark Dunn. There's no one better.
Perfect fit. So I guess
and no one questioned it.
To play,
but to be Peter Parker has to be white.
I guess.
Whereas a Miles Morales, I said it right that time.
He did.
He can be black, Puerto Rican, dark Puerto Rican, and it'll work because he's white. He's black and Puerto Rican. Miles Morales.
He's a black Puerto Rican kid.
If they did go that route, I'd be very interested to see how they take it because that'd be something new for me.
So yeah. Miles Morales, whatever. What else is the other thing I wanted to add? I wanted to say. Oh, then it was bringing up the X-Men thing. You brought up X-Men earlier. I don't want to bring it. I want to save that. Do you think should Fox be hey, maybe we can make a deal with Marvel, or maybe do you think? I'm sure Marvel's approached Fox several hundred times.
I think if Fox and Marvel got together, it'd be a better collaboration than Sony.
Yeah,
and Marvel.
Because Fox is doing
so good. Because Fox is doing so good on their own.
They're killing it with their freaking X-Men stuff. I've loved everything they've done. I shouldn't say I've loved everything. I like the first movie. I haven't seen in a while. I didn't like the other two, but the new stuff and the new direction they've gone in.
I like the second one. I didn't like the third. There still never came a third one.
There wasn't a third one.
There wasn't an X3.
It didn't happen. Phoenix Saga was.
Never happened.
I can't wait. I would like to see a real one. Who knows? We got a new Jean Grey. Can't wait. New Cyclops, new Storm. I can't wait to see her with a mohawk. It's gonna be sweet.
I know.
Yeah, I'm looking. So do you want them? Because I don't think it's gonna happen. Just because Fox is doing so well. Sony needed Marvel to help them.
Yeah, so
'Cause
well,
they didn't make as much money
they
off of
needed
Amazing
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man as they wanted.
Spider-Man needed fucking Marvel to help them. That Spider-Man franchise was dying. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
And well, Fantastic Four, that's Fox too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
And they've turned that around.
Hopefully,
so far,
we'll see.
The
The trailer looks
looks
good.
good. Yeah. On paper, we were all skeptical. We talked a lot of bad things.
I still don't like the whole fucking Doctor Doom shit.
But still, it's in it. You see the trailer and you're like, okay, a little more positive than you thought. No, what do you mean?
Well, no, for the Fantastic Four themselves, yes. As far as Doctor Doom, I'm still skeptical on Doctor Doom.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to see. But no, I think if they were to do it, I think yes, there eventually should be a Marvel Fox crossover.
Get them all over.
And
get an actual Avengers, like a true Avengers.
Yeah, that'd be that'd be good. I'd like to see that. I mean, does Fox need it? No, they're fucking killing it right now.
They're fine.
But no, it'd be good to see.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt for the studios to work together. It's not a bad thing.
You know what I'd love to see as a movie? Old Man Logan.
And there's only one way that could happen.
And that's where all three get together.
Exactly. There's only one way that could happen. Ah, fuck, it just popped in my head and it just popped back out. Yeah, so that Old Man Logan would be awesome.
Right?
I've never even read it, but I've heard
Oh, you never read it?
I've heard awesome stuff about it.
I'm gonna have to,
and I know from the stuff I've heard about it, you're gonna need all of them to come together. There's all sorts of characters intertwined in that story.
Hawkeye, Spider-Girl.
Oh, okay, I remember what it was. So since Spider-Man's come somewhat being joined back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, who would you like Spider-Man in that standalone Spider-Man movie? Like who would you like to be involved in that? Like what would you like for a villain that maybe hasn't been done, or do you think maybe do someone else?
Maybe bring out the Black Cat.
Okay, Black Cat finally.
So maybe
they introduced. They were going. It seems like they were heading that direction because they did initially Felicia Jones. Felicia Hardy. Sorry, her name is Felicity Jones. Fuck. See, that's what fucks everything up.
That's what you got.
Yeah.
No, maybe like Spider-Man buddy cop movie.
Buddy cop movie.
Or like maybe even a Spider-Man Daredevil.
Well, they're doing Daredevil in that.
Yeah, they're doing Daredevil now.
They could still introduce them.
No. Who would I see for the villain in Spider-Man? The Vulture.
Vulture.
Vulture is still one of my favorite. He's not one of the greatest Spider-Man villains.
I don't know.
Or even Michael Morbius.
Morbius, the living vampire. What?
That would be interesting to see.
Morbius. Morbius would be great. I agree with Morbius a lot. That would be so funny. And him and Spider-Man work together. Black Cat would be good too. I would like to see my two ones I really want to see, and ever since even when they started doing the Amazing Spider-Man, I was like, I want to see Kraven the Hunter and I want to see Mysterio. Those are two I would love to fucking see. So I'm hoping they do a Kraven the Hunter, and it's funny that they might that standalone movie could be a Kraven with Kraven, because Sony's been saying that they wanted if that deal with Marvel wasn't gonna work out, they were gonna do like a late Kraven's Last Hunt storyline. And I was like, that'd be fucking cool. So maybe
did you play the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game?
Yes.
Where you run into Kraven?
Kraven helps you. He mentors you.
And then you fight him.
Yep.
I can see him doing something like that.
I love fucking Kraven. I think Kraven's so cool. I love him in the cartoon. And like Morbius. Yeah. Morbius was a good. I love Morbius in the cartoon.
Morbius is like second rated to fucking Kraven.
But yeah, Kraven's great, and I love to see Mysterio because Mysterio doesn't set off his spider sense, which is it adds a little different dynamic. He could sneak up on him, which is like
what? While we're going, people don't set off spider sense. I want to see a Venom movie done right.
That's another thing in the deal is Sony is still like it's on hold, but they still said they're gonna do the Sinister Six movie. They still said they're gonna do the Venom movie.
So which to me is making me believe that they're gonna lead towards fucking doing more towards Michael Morales than they are
Miles Morales.
Miles Morales. Yeah, I fucked it up. You know what it is? I think Michael Myers, the double M.
Friday the 13th. That's not Michael Myers.
That's Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. That's not Michael Myers.
Yeah.
That's right. This is Friday the 13th. We didn't even mention that.
13th.
Right now. This is one of them. Next month we have another Friday the 13th. Because there's some movies, I can't remember what it was. It was a Disney movie. Cinderella's coming out on Friday the 13th.
Oh, the live action Cinderella.
Yep. On a Friday the 13th. It was pretty good. Yeah, that's cool. So you think they're leaning towards more Miles Morales?
I think with the standalone, I think they will, which the more I think about it, yes, I'm a Peter Parker fan. You're a Peter Parker fan.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
That's but
I don't know the Miles Morales.
I don't either. So it'd be nice to see something new.
That's what I like, because like Come on, I've seen 5 Spider-Man movies. And let's get to my biggest pet peeve about this whole thing. So Spider-Man, actually, it's not one thing I like is Spider-Man took over the spot for Thor Ragnarok. Right?
Oh yeah, that's right. There was 4 movies switched back.
Yep, there's more.
Inhumans,
well,
Thor Ragnarok,
yeah,
Black Panther, and
Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel. Yeah.
Captain Marvel. Yes.
So right now Spider-Man has taken that Thor Ragnarok release date, and then every movie behind that has gotten pushed. Those 4, except for the Infinity Wars, they're the only ones that didn't get pushed.
Oh, I can't wait to see Spider-Man in the Infinity Wars.
Maybe he'll be dead, or he'll be Danny Glover.
Well, see, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Well, Danny Glover involved in the Infinity Wars.
Well, no, Peter Parker
Miles
dies in the Infinity Wars, and there's Miles
And then
Morales to pick up the mantle off
Oh.
Spider-Man.
That's really cool. I like that.
I'd be down for that because they're talking about that in the end of the Marvel era, end of Marvel, what they're doing now, and that's when that was talked about.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
So my biggest pet peeve when I was just bringing it up is just because they pushed back Black Panther. Like I want to see. I've seen 5 Spider-Man movies. We finally get a Black Panther movie, and it gets pushed for a Spider-Man movie. Like, come on.
So
really? Just because you got that fucking deal? I'm a little upset about that, but it is what it is.
No, that's the only pushback that it really upset me too.
Yeah.
With Black Panther.
Yeah, I could give 2 shits about the other ones. Doctor Strange didn't get pushed. Doctor
Yeah,
Strange is
fuck Doctor
fine.
Strange.
It's right after Doctor Strange. Like, oh, here's a Spider-Man movie now.
Did you see some of the concept art from fucking Black Panther?
Yeah. Looks bad, right?
Yeah,
Looks cool in the
like
suit.
it's almost like Batman but a panther,
Yeah, exactly. Which is cool.
and less gadgety.
Oh, definitely. But he is kind of like He is kind of like Batman because like he not necessarily. He was like kind of rich because his dad was like the ruler of fucking.
Well, he became king of Wakanda when he took over the mantle of Black Panther.
Yeah, but his dad wasn't his dad a fucking king of Wakanda?
His dad was king of Wakanda before him, and he was a Black Panther.
So he was kind of rich.
And his father's father before him, and so on and so forth.
So he was kind of a rich kid.
Yeah, as far as Wakanda standards go.
For Wakanda, exactly. For this situation, the area he was in, he was like the fucking Bruce Wayne of that area.
Fucking, did you say fucking Bruce Wayne? Why did
I might have said thuggin'.
You said thugging Bruce Wayne. Why?
Yeah,
Because he's
he's
black. You got
thugging.
the word thugging in there.
No,
Can't wait for the white gorillas to wipe his ass out.
she really likes white gorillas. So you said gorillas. I thought Gorilla Grodd. Let's end with Flash.
Let's end with Flash.
So
it was
Flash,
good.
man, Flash is being really good, damn good show. So good show. It doesn't even make any sense how good that show is. I like. This
You know what?
episode.
You're right. It's insane.
It
It's
doesn't make-
insane how good that fucking show is.
Right? Because even like this new episode, I love that Cisco and what's the dad's name? Fuck, I can't remember the detective.
The detective.
Yeah, the lead detective.
I don't fucking remember his name.
But him and them go on their own little adventure. Like he came to Cisco and he's like, I trust you. Like there's some shit like I don't trust Wells, and like they're going on their own little adventure and trying to figure more shit out. So they're investigating. They go to the old house, Barry's house, where his parents, the Reverse Flash and the Flash killed his parents. And what happened? They finally figured out that there's.
They finally figured out because of the 3D pictures. They found blood splatter.
Order with friends with food.
Sorry, dude.
The simple way to
That was a misclick. I apologize for that.
Commercial sponsor.
wherever they are.
No, get out of there.
So so they finally kind of figure out. They find a picture because they look at what
Well, no,
stuff
they-
was
they
there and
found-
not there, and they're
Through
like
the 3D
everything's.
picture that it projects, that Cisco
Well,
projects,
How
they
did
found out there was
find-
blood spatter on the wall.
How did they find the 3D pictures? That's what I'm saying. They looked at the room and there was like everything's been changed except
Oh,
for
the
that.
mirror, the mirror.
The mirror that they're like, oh, this person kept this mirror.
Oh, she bought
the
it in a estate sale. Oh, who's got the hot for the
Right.
detective? Cisco's like,
That's so good.
I love it. Cisco's like, I won't judge you.
Proving again, Cisco's the best character in that.
What's
fucking
that Cisco
show.
saying? If you don't hop on that shit,
He's gonna
I'm gonna hop
hit that.
on
He's totally
that
gonna
shit.
fucking hit. Cisco hits that. I'm guaranteeing it. But yeah, that
Up for
chick,
that
she's
to
like,
work
well, I
out.
love when they first get there. She's just like, her big tits are there. She's like older, but like,
Hello, officer.
right, my husband's dead. This is awesome.
Wait, did I do that? Yeah, I did that wrong.
I think you did it right. But okay, so that chick's there, and then they find the one only thing that was remaining in that entire place that she must have kept because it was old or whatever. And then they find
They
filaments.
said that she bought it from an estate sale. They
Yeah.
find some kind of particles on it,
and some sort of stuff.
and Cisco's like, I have a machine that I can make these into 3D images.
Yeah, so he basically develops them like a picture.
Joe,
Is it Joe?
I think it's Joe.
Probably something simple, Joe. But so they develop it, and he's like, there's several images, so they could kind of slideshow through it in this 3D projection in the room. It's so cool. And so they break it down, and they're watching it, and they're seeing things.
And they're like, every place every spot in this room is new, Except for that wall, that one wall. And they just peel back some wallpaper.
The biggest fucking shenanigans that's
And
happening in this
there's
show.
blood splatter from
The
21, 22 years ago.
shenanigans. Like, I was upset last week. Was it last week when Cisco and like the Pied Piper went on their little adventure? I was pretty upset. Like, that's the huge loophole in that show in the writing.
When
where
Cisco
he's
let
like,
his guard down?
he's like, I'll be right back. And then the rest of the day he's gone. They don't ever bring it up. That makes no fucking sense to me. But this, they peeled back 20-year-old
21, 22-year-old
wallpaper, and there's red blood
There's
splatters.
blood splat.
Like, you can clearly see, like, there's blood splats right there.
But see, well, here's the whole thing. That's where the picture was focusing. So they never shut that off. So we don't know if that's where the camera was showing. And like
why
that's
would
why
it be red?
Well, because the camera was showing. Remember 3D images?
Yeah, but
showing
all
blood?
the images were like glowing. Like, you could see it's clearly the 3D image of like her sitting there. Like, it was
It
outlined.
was the shadow of the wall. I don't know. No, that was a huge fucking.
That was bullshit.
bad.
That was the biggest thing that sucks.
That was bad.
But even then, he breaks it down and is like, let's analyze it. So they analyze it.
They analyzed it and it come back as whose blood?
Barry's blood.
Get the fuck out of here!
Nuh-uh.
How could that be? Barry was a child.
Barry was there. So his
Yeah,
blood
as a
got
child.
eyes. Oh, but there's like some scientific shit where like when your blood gets older you could tell or whatever. So they know it's older.
Wait a minute! Now you're just like you're
I'm
losing
making
me.
stuff up. It's
It
a
was
fucking
Barry's
comic
blood
book.
from the fucking future.
It is.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's crazy.
So maybe that just reaches through that Wells is actually fucking Barry
But he
from
said
the
it
future.
wasn't Wells. Cisco specifically said it wasn't Wells. But did Cisco test Wells? We don't really know. We don't see the testing happen.
Okay, Joe asked Cisco to test it against Wells.
Yes, he did.
And what did Cisco do? Cisco goes, I'm done being a cop for the day.
Mm-hmm. So he
Refuses
didn't test
to do
Wells.
it.
Exactly, he didn't test
And he even says, he goes, I didn't test, well, maybe he didn't
because
say
he
it.
trusts Wells. I like when he says like, "That's not the man I know," and then
And
Joe,
Joe was like, you
I
know what?
arrest guys
Every time I know people who killed, like, family
Right.
members, they're
And
always like,
I talk to their family.
"That's not
I always
the guy
go, "That's
I
not
know."
the guy I know." Which I love that moment. So when he said that, I was like, you know what? He's fucking right. That's a good point. Especially Wells.
For sure.
Every time Wells stands, he kills someone. So the guy's done some shitty shit.
Except lately, he hasn't killed nobody.
He hasn't stood in a while.
He stood at the suit.
At
Oh,
the
but
suit,
here-
but
at
he
the
can't
suit.
kill anyone by
He
himself.
stands at the suit and he puts his hands on the back of his head, and we saw the ring. We saw the flash ring.
Yes, sir.
For those of you who don't know what the flash ring was, back in the original Barry Allen comics, he held his costume in that gold flash ring.
For quick changing.
Yep, it'd fucking fly out, he'd drop right into it.
All right. So what did Flash do in the episode?
I don't know, got dissed by some chick.
Like, he totally had. What do you mean got dissed? Like, he had that chick. He was gonna
And he's
fuck
like,
her. He's like, I gotta answer my phone.
right?
If you were the Flash, would you have fucked her or answered the phone?
I could have done both at the same time if I was Flash.
Because you're the fucking Flash. It doesn't make any sense, Barry.
She
Like, he
wouldn't
proved it
know.
that first date. Like, that date he went on, suddenly they were calling, like, oh, this, like, our sister called him, like, oh, there's a robbery in progress, yada, 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 yada. He's like, oh, I could, you know, look at the
Boom!
cops doing
No
it.
robbery in progress.
Wait. And he's like, it's you know, it's a poor old lady getting
Oh, yeah,
robbed.
that's
How
what
do
it
you
was.
know it's a poor old lady? It's always a poor old lady. And then he goes quickly, comes right back before the
No
chick
old
even
lady.
notices.
And he's like, what's going on, Barry?
So he could have totally fucking did it. Like, he could have literally took his time, fucked this chick, had all day, and then got out of there. But instead he bounces and acts like a total douche. I hated that. Fucking hated that.
I hated that.
Come on, Barry. You let me down.
He literally could have fucked her and have it on the phone at the same time.
But that brings up one thing I was talking about, Girl Off Camera. She was saying, like, oh, like, she's hoping for Barry and Snow to get together. And I'm like, you know, it's eventually gotta happen. No, because for the one fact, unless he lets someone else in, like, it's a secret identity that he's the Flash. And to live that lifestyle of having to go and, like, girls are going to get sick of that. Like, suddenly, I gotta leave. It's going to happen when they walk away.
Don't happen.
And the only reason that it's going to work is with him and Snow.
Which Snow
Eventually. I'm not saying now. I'm saying
Snow is going to
years.
turn into Killer Frost.
I don't. So then they start a fucking Avengers team. That's what they're going to Justice League team.
That's not no, Killer Frost is a villain.
She's not going to become that guy.
Hence the name, dude. I'm telling you.
Keep saying that.
Hence the name, Killer
They're not.
Frost.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
they're doing
because
everything
good
like-
guys go around with the name Killer in their name.
They're doing everything in the comics, huh? No.
No.
Not a fucking single thing like the fucking comics. Are they or are they not?
No, they're not. They're not.
I don't think she's gonna turn bad. I just think she's gonna get some sort of powers or develop something of some sort.
I think the way they're gonna run into the show.
She could still be Killer Frost. Doesn't mean she has to be a bad guy.
No, I think the way they're gonna run into the show is Killer Frost. Like, it's gonna fucking drive her insane, and she's gonna try to find a way to count. Because, like, all right, we all saw a Firestorm with fucking Supernova,
Yep.
and at the end of the credits, the general's like, "Go get me Firestorm." So Firestorm's not dead.
No, of course not.
I think somebody's gonna drive her.
Their fucking thing worked. That thing you put
Yeah.
on, it worked. The particle accelerator, whatever the fuck it is. The tachyon.
Yeah, the tachyon device.
Yep.
Which is shortening Wells' times here in the past, which means
But he gave that up.
Yeah, which means he's very out in the future. Anyways, I think something's going to happen. The way they're going to play it on the show, something's going to happen. And she's going to start trying to develop some kind of, like, cold unit. Trying to stabilize Firestorm.
So she could be with him.
And it's going to drive her insane. Kind of like fucking Mr. Freeze.
Okay.
A reverse Mr. Freeze storyline. Because Mr. Freeze wasn't really a bad guy.
No, he just wanted to preserve
Just wanted
his
to
wife
save his wife.
and find a cure for her disease.
And Batman's like, I can't let you do that. Well, why not? Well, you're stealing diamonds.
Right, he's doing a bad thing.
Yeah, you're doing bad shit to do
He's
good.
going about the morality thing.
Which I love that whole, that touch upon in Arkham. The Arkham games.
Yes.
So, where he's a bad guy, he helps you out, he's a bad guy, whatever.
I've always wanted to do that costume.
Mr. Freeze?
The Arkham Mr. Freeze.
So sick.
Right. It's a cool
So
costume.
fucking
I like
sick.
that design of Mr. Freeze. It's really cool.
So I can see that going out with Miss Snow. But eventually I see it just corrupting her, like she loses
You think
control
she's
over it.
gonna- It could happen seasons. There's plenty.
No,
of
I'm not
seasons.
saying
They're
she's not gonna hook up
developing
with.
things.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's not gonna hook up with
I think she's
Barry.
gonna hook up with Barry eventually.
I can see that happening, but I think when she starts losing her mind, yeah, she's gonna become Killer Frost. I think. Throwing it out there.
Boom, confirmed.
Do we?
Oh, yeah, that's it. We got Mary Fuck Kill. You said you were gonna think of one. Did you think of one? Top of your head, Mary Fuck Kill.
Okay.
What?
No random galleries or whatever. It's just gonna go across the board.
What?
Princess Leia.
Ooh.
Obi-Wan.
What's the third one?
Pork chop from Doug.
That's a good one. I like that one. Yeah, that's totally off the board. Alright, happy Valentine's Day, Mary Fuck Kill.
Valentine's Day.
Pork Chop, Obi-Wan, Princess Leia.
Mary fuck kill. Pork chop from the Doug Funny Show. If you guys don't remember the Doug Funny Show,
Like, get your shit together.
shouldn't be watching a show if you don't. Well, you don't watch a show anyway. So
I like this guy. He's good. It's funny. I kind of hang out with him. No, I don't ever hang out with him. We only do this show together. I don't know.
I wonder why.
I found him. I literally found him on Craigslist. Like, this is how this show started. Craigslist had.
That's not our origin story, but
We do have a better one.
we do have a better origin story.
Alright.
Mary fuck kill. Pork chop.
Pork chop. A
Obi-Wan.
dog, a cartoon dog, Obi-Wan, a Jedi Master,
And then just like
and Princess Leia. She's got some Jedi blood in her, and she's Princess Leia. Come on. That's a good. Yeah, do you know what you're? That's a good one. That really makes you think.
yeah, you know what? I don't know what I'm gonna fucking. Alright.
Let's start. Who are you gonna marry?
I'm probably gonna marry Pork Chop.
I'm gonna marry Princess Leia.
Okay.
Even though I don't think I could do with her shit.
I'm gonna marry Pork Chop,
Okay, you're gonna marry Pork Chop.
and you're gonna marry Princess Leia.
Damn, I fucked up.
I'm gonna fuck Princess Leia.
I fucked up.
Who are you gonna fuck?
I'm probably gonna fuck. Yeah, I'm probably gonna fuck Obi-Wan.
You know what? I'm gonna kill Obi-Wan.
Fuck, I'm gonna kill the dog. Yeah, I fucked up. Marrying Pork Chop was the right answer. That was the right answer.
That was a trick inside
That
a
is
trick
a
inside
puzzle.
a trick.
That was a trick.
Oh man, I didn't think I was gonna get that one alive.
You won. I've tricked him before, so it's okay. You got him back.
Yeah, you
The Pokemon one.
The Pokemon
The Pokemon one was my trick one.
one.
You got me there. Good shit.
Right?
As soon as you said Pork Chop marry, I was like, he's stupid. I was like, no. As soon as I said Princess Leia, I
Who
was like,
else
he's
do you
right.
marry besides Pork Chop? You're married Leia. Oh, that's
Of course
cool.
you can marry a dog. Who wouldn't? Dogs are way better than most
Yeah.
people. So it makes sense.
So it's Valentine's Day, huh?
It will be. It's really good.
Yeah, there you go. Can't get enough of your love, baby.
I said it before, I'll say it again. Every time I think of the song, I think of that Simpsons episode.
Oh, with the snakes?
Yeah.
I see, I don't even have a finished one. I'd be like ghetto and shit. That's him. We gotta figure out a way how to work these in here.
You can't figure it.
You don't like it?
So please subscribe, like, and you can check us out, Lizard Vision.
Same geek time, same geek channel.
Alright, have a week.
Wait a minute. We put glass in there? How are we gonna be able to drink?
I don't know, Richie. Men want to take helmets off the
Then we need a straw? Everyone's never take their helmets off. Never.
Never.
Wait, name one time in the canteen you see a Mandalorian with their helmets off.
They're always disgusting. They have their own bar.
Oh, so they don't go look for Johns at the fucking cantina?
I'm looking for Johns.
Well, they're hits, I'm sorry.
You made it sound like they were prostitutes. You're gonna go find their Johns. I was like, wait, what? Am I joining the wrong club? I don't want to be a male prostitute. That's not what I wanted to do.
And that's the way it came out, man. That's the way to be. I just can't get enough.
I guess the straw would work though.